Welcome to the YSN Golf Tip of the Week. Today we're going to talk about the basic series and how to hit a hybrid. So as you'll see, we've got a hybrid here. Face like an iron. Back is not quite like a wood, but it's a little bit skinnier. It has a wide base to it, which helps any type of golfer get the golf ball up into the air and successfully through some wild terrain that they may experience when they're on the golf course. Today we're going to talk about hitting it off the fairway and a couple of the important facets into hitting it well. So you'll see a couple lines of alignment here. One, I have my target line to the right and my stance line to the left. Going back to the very first of the basic series, feet, knees, hips, and shoulders and eye line all have to be parallel to the target line. So we want to make sure that we do that in hitting this hybrid. A couple things that'll come into play when you have a hybrid. A lot of folks will try to swing it like a fairway would. We want to be able to swing this like an iron. So we want to hit down on it a little bit, and don't be afraid to take a divot if you have to. Sometimes you'll be able to pick it cleanly because the sole of the club is so wide. But these clubs are much more forgiving today than they were yesteryear when we had to hit 2 irons and 3 irons and 4 irons. So they're there to make your game a lot more enjoyable as an amateur or as a professional, as I carry one in the bag as well. So a couple things that I'm going to do to hit this shot. Number one, I'm not going to play it quite as far as a fairway would be, so I'm going to play it, just ahead of center a little bit. And my goal is to make sure that I have good balance, so I'm going to go with a little bit wider foot base like I would with a fairway wood or a driver. So my stance is a little bit wider than normal. But my main goal is to be able to hit down on this club, make contact with the golf ball first like we did with an iron, and if we make a divot, it's going to be slightly ahead. So our goal is to be able to hit this club, make good contact first, get the golf ball up into the air. When it hits from 200 yards or 300 yards or wherever, how far you hit it out, we want it to be nice and high. We want it to be able to land soft, much differently than a 2-iron or 3-iron did years ago. So ball position, slightly ahead of center. Take my normal stance a little bit wider, as I would be with a fairway wood or driver. And I'm going to work on balance, and I'm going to work on a nice good tempo through, making sure that I catch the golf ball first and then make contact with the ground afterwards. It should look something like this. As you can see, I took a divot, and notice where the tee position was in relationship to the ball. It's ahead of where the golf ball was, made a good swing on it, got some nice height out of it, so when that golf ball hit the green, it has the opportunity to set and give ourselves an opportunity to putt at that birdie or par or what have you. For more tips like this and many more, go to ysnlive.com or catch us at the MillCreek MetroParks, millcreekmetroparks.org, 330-740-7112.